I'm staring at my boss kissing my boyfriend. They pull apart slowly, turn toward me, and Victor, my boss, straightens his tie like nothing happened. Amara, he says calmly, we were just about to tell you. Ethan, my boyfriend of 2 years, doesn't even look guilty. He just shrugs. My hands go numb. The files I'm holding scatter across the floor. Neither of them moves to help. This isn't an accident, I walked in on. This was planned. They've been waiting for this moment. I back out of the office, legs shaking, vision blurred. Behind me, Victor's door clicks shut. That sound echoes in my head for hours. But here's what they didn't know. In exactly 90 days, I'd have both of them escorted out of this building in handcuffs. This is that story. The next morning, I walk into the office, expecting whispers. What I get is worse, silence. My coworker Maya, who usually greets me with coffee and gossip, literally ducks into the break room when she sees me. People I've known for 3 years suddenly find their keyboards fascinating. I sit down, hands trembling, and check my email. There's one from my sister Lena. Heard what happened. You're probably overreacting. You've always been too sensitive. I feel sick. I call her. No answer. By lunch, I realize the horrible truth. Everyone already knew. The affair wasn't new. I was the only one in the dark. They watched me smile at Ethan when he visited. They watched me defend Victor in meetings. And nobody said a word. I lock myself in a bathroom stall, trying to breathe. My phone buzzes, Lena again. Stop being dramatic. It's embarrassing. I delete it and block her number. But the damage is spreading faster than I thought. 2 days later, HR calls me in. I think maybe someone finally reported Victor's inappropriate relationship. I'm wrong. I walk into the conference room and freeze. Victor is sitting at the table. Next to him is Linda from HR, stone-faced and cold. Amara, we need to discuss something serious, Linda says, sliding a folder toward me. I open it. Printed emails. File access logs. Screenshots. My name highlighted in yellow on every page. You're being accused of leaking confidential client data, she says. My head snaps up. What? That's insane. I never. The evidence is clear. Victor interrupts smoothly, still not meeting my eyes. We trace the leak to your email account. The room spins. This isn't real. But Linda's already standing. We'll need your badge and laptop. You're terminated immediately. Security appears at the door. I try to speak, but my voice cracks. They escort me out through the main floor. Everyone watches. Nobody speaks. Victor stays in the conference room, silent. Smirking. I'm gone before I can defend myself. And that's when I know this was never about the affair. This was a setup. That night, my phone rings. Lena. I almost don't answer. I heard, she says, voice dripping with fake sympathy. God, Amara, this must be awful for you. I want to believe her. I'm desperate for family. Lena, I didn't do it. Someone framed me. I think Victor. Victor? She cuts me off. Actually, I've been helping him lately. Organizational cleanup. He mentioned issues with data security. My blood turns to ice. What do you mean, helping him? Her tone shifts, colder now. I helped compile the audit files. He needed someone trustworthy. The words hit like a slap. My own sister helped build the case against me. Why would you do that? I whisper. Because he asked, she says simply. And honestly, you've always been careless, Samara. Maybe this is your wake-up call. I hang up, hands shaking. Lena didn't just stand by. She helped destroy me. Sitting alone in my dark apartment, I realize I'm completely on my own. 3 days later, someone knocks on my door. I open it to 2 police officers. Amara Cole? I nod, confused. One pulls out handcuffs. You're under arrest for fraud and identity misuse. My heart stops. What? No, there's a mistake. They read me my rights and cuff my wrists. I'm led downstairs in pajamas, barefoot, shaking. Neighbors stare through cracked doors. At the building entrance, I see her. Lena. Arms folded. Watching. Lena. I shout desperately. Tell them. This is a mistake. Our eyes meet. She doesn't look shocked. She looks victorious. Then she turns and walks away. I'm pushed into the patrol car, and as we pull away, I see Lena's silhouette in my apartment window. She's not just complicit. She orchestrated this. And I'm the one in handcuffs. My parents arrive at the station the next morning. I expect relief. Instead, my mother won't look at me, and my father's face is hard. We spoke to Lena, Mom says quietly. She's worried. She thinks you've been unstable lately. I stare at her in disbelief. Unstable? Mom, I was framed. Lena and Victor set me up together. Amara, stop. Dad interrupts. This paranoia isn't helping you. They don't believe me. Lena convinced them I'm having a breakdown. Instead of getting me a lawyer, they sign papers. Papers that commit me for psychiatric evaluation. I scream. I beg. But orderlies are already there, guiding me toward a van. My parents stand by the door, watching me like I'm a stranger. Lena's not there, but I know she's behind this. She turned my own family against me. As the van doors close, I've lost everything: job, freedom, family. And the person who destroyed me shares my blood. Inside the facility, days blur into white walls and scheduled meals. I try explaining what happened, but staff just nod and scribble notes. Nobody believes me. On the fourth night, I wake to sharp pain twisting through my abdomen. I stumble to the nurse's station, clutching my stomach. They rush me to the medical wing. Hours later, a doctor tells me I had a miscarriage. I didn't even know I was pregnant. The baby I never got to meet is gone. I lie in the sterile bed, hollow and broken, staring at nothing. When I tell my mother over the phone, her response is ice cold. Now isn't the time for drama, Amara. I hang up and cry until there's nothing left. The loss is silent. Nobody mourns with me. I'm alone in a room that smells like disinfectant, and the world keeps turning without me. 2 weeks in, I'm watching TV in the common room. I flip channels and freeze. Lena's face fills the screen. She's at a press conference beside Victor, smiling brightly. The headline reads, "New consultant brings innovation to Sterling Dynamics." I can't breathe. The reporter describes Lena's bold strategies and fresh vision. But I know those strategies. They're mine. Proposals I wrote. Concepts I pitched in meetings. She stole my work and repackaged it as hers. On screen, Victor rests his hand on her shoulder, beaming. She leans into him, comfortable. They're not just colleagues. They're partners. My entire life has been stolen, polished, and presented as hers. I sit frozen as other patients chatter around me. Everything I built is gone. And the world is applauding her for it. A nurse named Diane starts working my wing. She's older, kind, with eyes that don't judge. One evening while checking my vitals, she hesitates. "Your intake file was unusual," she says quietly, glancing at the door. I sit up. "What do you mean?" She lowers her voice. "Too detailed. Most psych holds have basic notes. Yours had a full narrative, dates, incidents, behavior patterns. Someone worked very hard on it." My pulse races. "Can I see it?" She shakes her head. "Locked in records." "But I've done this 20 years, Amara." That file didn't come from worried family. It came from someone with an agenda. Her words sink deep. This wasn't spontaneous. Someone planned my arrest, my commitment, my total destruction. And I know exactly who. Diane squeezes my hand. "Keep your head clear. You'll need it." For the first time in weeks, something flickers inside me. Hope. After 3 weeks, I'm discharged. No apology. No explanation. Just paperwork and a label on my record. Prior psychiatric evaluation. I have no job, no boyfriend, no family support. But I keep every document. Intake forms, medication logs, discharge summaries. I move into a tiny studio apartment with my last bit of savings. The world feels alien. I'm hollowed out, scraped clean. But I'm also awake. I start organizing everything: emails, texts, dates, files. I build a timeline on my wall with sticky notes and string, connecting every lie. Victor, Lena, Ethan. The frame job. The commitment. I don't know what I'm building yet, but I know one thing. I'm not broken. I'm sharpening myself into a weapon. Late one sleepless night, I open my personal laptop, the one they didn't confiscate. I dig through old archived emails, things buried in spam folders. Then I find it. An email thread I was accidentally CC'd on months ago. Subject: AC Transition Plan. I click it. The thread is between Lena, Victor, and Ethan. Dated 4 months back, before I knew about any affair. Victor writes, "We need to remove Amara cleanly. No messy fallout." Lena replies, "I'll handle the family side. They trust me." Ethan, "I'll keep her distracted. She won't see it coming." My hands shake. They planned everything. Not just the affair. Not just the firing. My entire destruction. I screenshot the thread and save it in 3 different places. This is the crack in their perfect plan. And I'm going to tear it wide open. A week later, I'm sorting through boxes Ethan left at my place. At the bottom, I find a second phone. A cheap burner. I charge it, heart pounding. It powers on. He never logged out of his cloud. Messages load. Months of texts between him and Lena, him and Victor. Planning. Scheming. Discussing how to keep Amara compliant. There's even a voice memo. Ethan and Victor laughing. "She'll never figure it out," Victor's voice says. I sit on the floor, listening to them mock me, and something inside me hardens into steel. I upload everything to an encrypted drive and make backups. Then I wipe the phone and return it to the box exactly as I found it. Let them think I'm still broken and clueless. A LinkedIn message appears from an account with no photo. I know what Victor did. "You're not the first." My heart hammers. I open it. The sender is Maya, a woman who worked under Victor 3 years ago. She tells me her story. Same setup, same destruction, same silence. But she kept documents, emails, witness statements. "I was too scared to fight then," she writes. "But if you're ready, I'll help now." We meet at a coffee shop. She slides a folder across the table. Evidence of a pattern. Victor's done this twice before. The company buried it both times. I look at Maya, and for the first time in months, I don't feel alone. "Let's destroy him," I say quietly. She nods. I take a job at a call center. Low profile. I stop posting online. Stop reaching out to old friends. To the world, I've disappeared. Lena texts once. "Hope you're doing okay." I don't reply. Victor and Ethan assume I'm broken, hiding, irrelevant. Perfect. Let them think that. While they're celebrating, I'm in my studio every night building an airtight case. Maya and I meet twice a week, cross-referencing documents, matching timelines. I'm not fighting loudly. I'm fighting smart. And they have no idea the storm that's coming. With Maya's help, I submit evidence to corporate compliance anonymously. Multiple whistleblower reports, each backed by documents. No name. No noise. Just facts. 2 weeks later, I file a detailed complaint with the State Labor Board about Sterling Dynamics, internal fraud, wrongful termination. Again, anonymous. Again, ironclad. I'm not the face of this fight. I'm the invisible hand pulling strings. And slowly, the system starts moving. 3 months pass. Lena gets promoted to Director of Strategic Innovation. Victor praises her publicly. Ethan moves in with her. They post photos, smiling, glowing, untouchable. I see the announcements and feel nothing. Because I know what they don't. Investigators are already circling. Corporate compliance is reviewing files. Auditors are asking questions. They think they won. But the ground beneath them is crumbling. I stay quiet and wait. I don't go public. I don't need to. The investigators reconstruct timelines themselves. Every lie starts contradicting. Dates don't match. Access logs don't align. Stories collapse under basic scrutiny. I watch from the shadows as cracks spread through their foundation. The truth doesn't need me to shout. It just needs room to breathe. Ethan gets called for questioning. He's no mastermind, just a follower. When investigators show him the evidence and mention fraud charges, he breaks completely. He gives them everything. Recordings with Victor. Texts with Lena. Details on framing me, planting the data breach. For immunity, he buries them both. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel victory. I'm in a cafe across from Sterling Dynamics when it happens. Security escorts Victor out. He's carrying one box, face red, jaw clenched. Employees watch from windows. This time, I'm not the one being paraded out in shame. I sip my coffee slowly, watching him drive away. It's over for him. And I never said a word. Lena tries denying everything. She calls it conspiracy, misunderstanding, a setup. Then the emails get shown in the boardroom. Her words, her voice, her signature on everything. She's fired immediately. The board releases a statement condemning internal corruption. Her face hits the news, not as an innovator, but as a fraud. My mother texts, "We need to talk." I delete it. They chose her. Now they live with it. The case goes public. Major outlets cover it. But I'm not the unstable ex-employee this time. I'm the whistleblower who exposed systematic corruption. Reporters want interviews. I decline them all.
I don't need a spotlight.
I needed truth. Now everyone knows it. My parents call. HR sends apology letters. Ethan begs forgiveness via text. Victor's lawyer offers settlement. I respond to none of them. Words mean nothing now. I've already moved forward. A competitor offers me a senior analyst role. Better pay. Better title. I accept quietly. No fanfare. Just a fresh start. On my first day, I breathe deeply.
This is what peace feels like.
I send Lena one message. You taught me how to watch. Then I block her everywhere. I don't need her closure or apology. I just need her gone. And now she is. Months later, I walk past the glass tower where everything started. I don't stop. Don't look up. Just keep walking. They thought they destroyed me at 24. Instead, they trained me. I'm not the girl frozen in Victor's office anymore. I'm the woman who dismantled an empire with nothing but patience and truth. And I'm just getting started.